Next curve.
Hey everybody, this is Leonard Lee, Executive Analyst at NextCurve, and I'm here in San Jose at the SAP Center for Samsung's Galaxy Unpacked 2025. And I'm here with Chris Patrick, Big Island.
That's what I'm known as.
It's my show, so we're going to call you Big Island. Why don't you introduce yourself, sir?
Okay, will do. So yeah, I'm Chris Patrick from Qualcomm. I lead really the handset business at Qualcomm. So that means smartphone chips and software, as well as wearables, earbuds, some of the technologies really that are very personal to you. I lead those businesses at Qualcomm.
Awesome. So, it's good to see you here.
Great seeing you.
What are you doing here?
We were a little curious about this new platform.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit.
A little
right?
curious.
Yeah. So let's talk about what you guys have been involved with in all the announcements that came out here from the event today. But before that, just wanted to talk to you about something that I noticed at CES, actually running up into 2025, which is lately there's a lot of attention on the CPU. And I think even with smartphones now, last year there was a lot of focus on NPU. I don't know, it sounds like CPU's back, so I wanted to get your perspective on what's going on.
Okay, that's fair. I think CPU always been the center, right? It always has been, of course. Right? I think really the introduction of low power NPUs as complements really to the CPU, I think were transformational. Just incredible. But in the end, that application runs on the CPU. The heart of it does.
Yeah.
So in the end, you have an incredible game.
Yeah.
Still, the details are calculated first on the CPU and then rendered on the GPU.
Right.
So in the end, it's really heterogeneous processing. We need strength across each of these processors for it to all get fused together.
Right.
And so the CPU is always going to be that orchestrator, the kind of the architect of the overall system.
Yeah.
And so we need a lot of strength there, a lot of horsepower there.
Right. And so what's new this year in terms of smartphones and CPU?
Okay, yeah.
I know the answer.
You know the answer, but
I'm testing you. I'm going to give you a chance to get it right.
So we humbly are very proud of the custom CPU codenamed Orion that we introduced to the smartphone ecosystem this year. So we believe it's the fastest CPU in mobile ever. Just incredible leap in performance, not just compared to kind of Qualcomm products, but really compared to anything anybody can do in the industry. And yeah, that's turned what used to be challenging use cases, challenging workloads into effortless use cases that just flow very easily. And so you feel fluidity in the UI, you feel that game just performs incredibly well without heating up the device. That AI overall use case and workload now runs very smoothly. So anyway, we're very proud of what we brought. And yeah, the partnership with Samsung to bring the best of that CPU to market is just a great opportunity.
Yeah, and this year is kind of a pivotal year for the Snapdragon lineup, right?
That's right.
And so with the Orion cores, you have the 8 Elite, Snapdragon 8 Elite, and coincidentally, it's powering the Samsung devices this year.
Very coincidentally.
The flagship devices. So
that's right.
Yeah, I just see that in terms of power efficiency, the NPU offload is great. It still boils down to CPU, and there's more and more talk about it across the different categories, right? Which I thought was very interesting. But let's talk about NPU for a while.
Sure,
because
please.
Smartphones are probably the first devices, personal devices, that actually embodied and embraced, neural processing offload, right?
Sure.
And really brought the NPU, or what we now know as the NPU, onto device to do all these wonderful things with AI. And so maybe give us some perspective on where are we going? Where are we going with the NPU?
Yeah, again,
because it's not new for the smartphone.
Not new for
not
smartphone.
New.
Not new. Yeah, again, the smartphone business is one that's very interesting. There's a reason why so many technologies are kind of born in smartphones.
Yeah.
Because again, it's an incredible device, one you rely on every moment almost of your day. Right? If you leave this here by mistake and go to the restroom, you're going to be panicked. You're going to run back and come and get it, right? Because this is maybe how you pay for things. This is how your calendar. This is how you reach your family, right? It's so critical to your life. But it's this incredibly small form factor, right? Despite the incredible horsepower here. So smartphones are often the places where the whole industry has to invest first in figuring out how to make things low power, how to make things low memory so they can fit in even in a kind of relatively small device in terms of memory footprint, right? So it is this sort of crucible, right, where technologies evolve and grow up. And then go to actually other technologies. And so that's what happened within Qualcomm, is we built so many of our AI technologies, focused first on the smartphone, the incredibly challenging form factor here. And then we've taken that technologies to PC and to automotive and to server and to all kinds of other businesses.
All part of that diversification strategy, the one technology roadmap. I get it.
And now moving forward, really, like we're continuing to make that incredible new performance levels, power efficiency levels, and then move to more sophisticated kind of combinations of algorithms. Multimodal AI is a big theme this year. You heard Samsung and the Google team talk about the ways they can combine the different modalities to create these new experiences. So that's very exciting. And we'll see even more diversity of models, combinations of models that produce all kinds of incredible new experiences.
Let's take a moment to talk about connectivity.
Yes.
5G, Wi-Fi, things that don't get loved these days, right? Because the smartphone is still a mobile device, right?
It is.
And connectivity is absolutely essential. I mean, I had some connectivity issues here today. I will tell you, I would have paid for a network slice.
Okay, there you go. A little millimeter wave would have solved the problem.
I mean, come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about connectivity, because with all, if we're talking about edge AI, distributed AI, we need to be talking about connectivity, especially when we're talking about these devices that are mobile.
That's right.
And that we're carrying around without being tethered, right?
That's right.
Where are we? What are we doing?
I think we're continuing to evolve. At Qualcomm, we continue to love our connectivity technologies, and we know how important they are to the end user. Because I guess AI really is hybrid AI, right? That's the way we talk about it at Qualcomm, distributed AI. Because, I think we've learned it's just not practical. It's not, many use cases really cannot run using AI completely on the cloud, right? We will have to have AI on the device, but there is content on the cloud we have to reach out to. There's some types of AI processing that have to go on the cloud. So really the system is even more tightly integrated between device and cloud than it once was. So we need low latency, we need low power, we need really ubiquitous connectivity.
Right.
So that's why I think we continue to invest in Wi-Fi 7, even further kind of generational upgrades beyond that. We continue to partner with each of the carriers on providing higher bandwidth, higher reliability, lower latency, cellular connectivity. As you mentioned, if we had a millimeter wave coverage here, we'd have had no problem. No problem. Okay.
I don't know what we do with that, but all right. So
this isn't live. 3, okay.
No, it is live.
Okay.
No,
again,
it's not live.
There you go. Yeah. That's why we can use an AI video editor to remove anybody who might have accidentally stumbled into the shot.
All right, hopefully I'll be able to do that. So we're going to keep this in, and we'll see if AI can handle it.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to talk to your team for an application to help us do that.
No problem.
But one last thing. I mean, we're here at a Samsung event.
Yes.
This is their Galaxy Unpacked 2025 event. So give us some highlights. I mean, how's Qualcomm making some of these great announcements, these really compelling announcements possible? I mean, what are the things that really are top of mind and you think that the audience should take notice of?
We're very proud of this decades-long partnership with Samsung. And so this really is one of the high points of that partnership. Is we're very proud to have been selected for every model of the Galaxy S25 globally,
which is a different thing this year, right?
As we discussed, this is when we're introducing a new CPU and really a whole new performance tier, and to be recognized by Samsung and selected by Samsung is thrilling. And we really felt that throughout the presentation today. They talked about the gaming technologies we worked on together. They talked about, for example, nightography, their low light video framework, which is something we worked on very closely with them. Something called spatio-temporal filters. Of course, they talked about NPUs throughout and new AI experiences. That audio AI kind of use case where they can edit the audio levels, I think is something we could use right now.
Which is what we're going to use.
Exactly, it's going to be great.
You can count on it.
Real-time translation, but then really one of the best examples we've seen of true agentic AI.
Yeah.
Right, this fluid user experience, interacting naturally with your device. So I'm very excited to try that use case.
Wow. Wonderful. Cool. Well, hey, thanks for jumping on my podcast here. I really appreciate it. It's good seeing you.
It was great seeing you.
Yeah, and so everyone, thanks for tuning in. Yes, this is Leonard Lee with Chris Patrick of Qualcomm coming at you live. We're live, but maybe this is going to be, rebroadcast.
It was live.
Yeah, it was live. But remember to follow NextCurve at www.next-curve.com for the tech and industry insights that matter. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, check out the Galaxy S25.
Yeah.